Right, so if you've all noticed by now, I stitch rather consistently from right to left and then the second stitch left to right. Now, it's what I've done here, it's what you've seen me do a couple of times now. So here I have my leftover Ida, and I found some thread in my leftover box. There's some green and some pink, I think. Yes. So pink and green thread, and let's visualize what happens when you stitch and you alternate directions. So let's see, I have a if you can see, there's a tiny loop here, so we're going to do a loop start. Just going to remind you, so just pop it up here. Doing this on camera. There we go. I'm going to do some nice and big stitches for you. And down, and then flip it into the loop. Nice and secure there. Loop start is genius because sometimes you will make a mistake. You need to undo anything, and when you haven't fastened it or knotted it, it's really easy to unravel and unpick. So there we have our first nice stitch here. So next one, there we go. It's a bit big, this part. It's fabric. There we go, 4 half cross stitches there. I'm just going to park the needle because we will use it again afterwards. That means I'm not doing anything, just popping it here. This next piece of pink thread, it's 2 individual strands here, so I can't do a loop start. So for now, I'm just going to hold it in place with my finger. And so. And there you have 4 nice crosses. You see the bottom thread consistently running one direction and top thread the opposite. So that makes a nice and smooth appearance, especially when you do this with one color. Now let's go back, find our green thread, just flip it down here. And what happens when we don't mind our needle direction, when we just put down some stitches all over the place and just make it really, what's the proper English word again? Just make it hatzily. Is that even a word? See, I need to concentrate because I need to purposely do this wrong, and you see I already did a wrong stitch there, so I'm just going to go back in the same hole. So there we go, and up again. It's much harder than I thought, actually doing it wrong on purpose. There we go, and do the last stitch just to be finished with it. So there we go. It's 4 stitches as well, but you see they're all going all over the place. Now I'm just going to pick up the pink. It's a bit messy on the back side here. And go back with the pink. Again, concentrate on purposely doing this opposite and doing it wrong. Two. There we go. So we're purposely doing this wrong on camera, so I do apologize for any odd angles. And down again. So here we have 4 stitches again. I suppose I don't really need to point out any differences. Look, it's uneven, it's a bit messy. If you do it on purpose on a piece, it will give a nice effect, but if it's unintentional, you will find it a bit wonky, a bit, you know, it's uneven. And it also, you do use a lot of thread going all over the place. If you remember what we did up here when I showed you the 2 different ways of doing stitches, if you're filling in something, that is this one, the bottom one, this will use a lot of thread. And if I flip it over now, I didn't pay any attention to the back side because this is just for me to show you, but look, the first one is fairly neat. The bottom one is, it is a proper hot mess. So that's all for today, I think. Today's mostly grapes is actually mostly coffee. If you have any questions, comments or anything, drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you in another segment. Bye bye.